It's Thursday, November 21st. I'm Alex Mahadevan with The Observer. Tomorrow is the 50th anniversary of the assassination of John F. Kennedy. I'm here at Village Walk in Palmer Ranch to talk to some residents about where they were that fateful day and the significance of the American tragedy.
So in November '63, I was a platoon leader, and we were located on the Czechoslovakian border. I was a member of the 3rd Infantry Division Mechanized. We got a call on the FM radio to stand down and gather up into assembly positions. And we went very fast back to our base, refitted, and then we heard that JFK had been killed.
I was in business with my brother. We made clerical garments, like suits and cassocks and things. And I was working on a rush order on the table where we put it together. And one of the girls from the office came running out and said, "You know what happened? The president was assassinated." And of course I thought she was joking. I said, "You know, that can't happen." "What do you mean?" He said, Definitely. Just heard it on the radio. They're definitely assassinated."
I lived in Washington, D.C. at the time that the president was assassinated. I worked for IBM, and I was in my office about the 8th floor up, and one of my people came in and said, "President Kennedy was just shot."
I believe I was in 5th grade, and I was sick home from school, and I was reading while watching television, and my mother was in the other room, and it came out, a special news alert came out that Kennedy had been shot.
I find that very painful, seeing those shots hit, seeing what his wife went through. I thought she was a very admirable lady. They looked so terrific.
Well, we were so proud when JFK got elected president. He was Irish Catholic, and he broke down a barrier. And as I say, being Irish Catholic and living in the Boston area, we were so proud. And then all of a sudden to have this happen, because the country at that particular time, for all of us, it was alive. They were a good-looking couple. It was just, we seemed to be growing and headed in the right direction. And then all of a sudden, everything come crashing down on us that particular day.
Being a professional military guy at the time, it seemed hard to believe that a guy, even a Marine, could get off 3 shots that fast from that distance at a moving target and hit it twice.
I believe the only concrete thing was the Bay of Pigs. He had promised the invasion of Cuba by Castro. He had promised air support, and he withdrew it at the last minute, left people fighting on the beach, which would probably have a negative impact if you had relatives on the beach at that time.
If you look at all the circumstance of all that, it would tell me I wasn't there, but I think he did it. I think Lee Harvey Oswald shot President Kennedy.
There's always somebody with a different viewpoint, and that raises questions. But in that particular case, I did for a long time think there was a conspiracy involved. But then, as I say, time goes on, time to put it to bed. We have to go on with this country.
Well, I think it changed our nation. It made us feel more vulnerable. We knew we had to protect our commander-in-chief and president better. And we pray God that it doesn't happen again.
I think it was very memorable, not only because of what happened then, but because for this country, I believe that that was the last time that this country was ever united behind their president for a time of war.
But one thing that struck me was how the nation came together, even though you had Republicans, Democrats, the nation came together when you had this tragedy. So I just hope that doesn't take a tragedy to bring the nation together now.